Alright, finally got it to show up. Hello everyone, welcome back to New Vegas. Speaking of New Vegas itself, it's time to finally enter. And truly advance the plot. Most of the plot so far has been us trying to chase after the guy who shot us. And his henchmen. Last time we dealt with the henchman, today we deal with him. Honor student. Okay.
All mine. That's the last of the ammo.
And what were they doing that required us to open fire on them? Might I be asking? Oh, thug. They were just looking for trouble. Okay.
Fine by me.
Actually, that's a good question. What would he be good with? Or Peter, maybe? Uh, 0.357. Okay. There you go, my dude. I assume we have to work our way around. Yeah. And what's this guy about? Oh, is that so? Wanna try that again? Uh-huh. Really quick to draw your weapons until I turn my back around and try and shoot you for it. Or punch you for it. And my chat closed on me again, of course. There we go.
down to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
Alrighty. Closing in. Heading slowly further downtown.
I've got you now.
You really want to start this? Oh, that's a portion of his skull. Smart, stone it. I would not suggest making fights with people from the outside. They took quite a beating just to get here. Yep, there's the strip.
You look new to Freeside, so here's a little advice, friend. Don't go past the Southgate greeter without talking to it first.
Why wouldn't I want to get past the greeter?
Those bots are programmed to vaporize anyone who enters the fenced-in area without authorization from the greeter.
Thanks for the free advice. Who are you?
The name's Old Ben. I've been living in Freeside since the day I was born.
What's your story?
I've done a bit of everything around here. Courier, butcher, crier, escort, gun for hire. Some of which I'm not proud of, but I do my best to help around town when needed.
Courier? I used to be a courier before I got shot in the head.
Exactly one of the reasons I got out of that job. Too many shifty characters looking to have someone else move their hot items.
Butcher? How'd you get into that?
My father ran a butcher shop here in town, but business went downhill when another vendor started selling this strange meat at half our prices.
That sounds odd.
You're telling me. Not long after my father's shop went under, and he passed away from the loss, people around town started experiencing shakes. No one gets shakes like that unless they're eating human flesh. But no one would believe me. This sick bastard gradually went insane and passed away. Wasn't long before someone moved into the guy's place and found half-buried human remains in the crawl space. I didn't bother saying "told you so."
Crier? What was that job?
After a while, I made enough money to get a passport into Vegas. Back then, you could get approved for entry for a fraction of what it costs now. Well, I got a job working as a crier outside of the Tops, advertising for the local talent performing at the casino. That didn't last long.
What happened?
Well, being a suave young guy, I chatted up the ladies from time to time, and one of the manager's girls started to take a liking to me. I never touched the woman, but the jealous prick decided it was my time to go. He framed me by saying I'd stolen from the casino. Sure enough, a few grand was missing from the casino vault. I have to assume the bastard stole the funds and figured I was a convenient fall guy.
Wrong place, wrong time, if you ask me.
Yeah, shit indeed happens. I was stripped of my casino apartment and all of my belongings and booted back into Freeside. From there, I didn't have a lot of career options, as my rep was destroyed. So the escort job sort of fell into my lap. No pun intended.
You said escort, like armed guard?
Well, I suppose you could look at it that way, but I was packing a whole different kind of heat. No, escort just sounds better than man-whore.
Oh, so you got paid for sex?
Yep. I was damn good at my job, too. But after a while, I just felt like a piece of meat and had to quit.
And gun for hire?
When I quit the escort job, I had enough money to buy a pistol belt and some other gear. Bodyguards make a good, honest living, and I had the wits and physical build to handle most thugs. After saving a few tourists from trouble, I got a reputation for being a stand-up guy again. And after a decade, managed to save up enough to retire.
Sounds fair enough.
All right.
Goodbye.
Yep. Watch out!
Ooh. We're kidding about not racing in there. Yeah, the image keeps updating, but the stream video sure as hell won't. I'm not sure what's up with that. Oh.
Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Submit credit check.
I'm sorry, but your balance does not meet the minimum balance.
Goodbye.
Please return when you have sufficient cash or passport.
Well, there's a whole bunch of dead bodies out here. Guess we're gonna steal their gear. Oh, this is gonna take a while. Actually, better idea.
Fine by me. Fine by me.
Thank you for being my weapon holder. Liquor is closed. That seems to be closed too. School of
Lasers,
in-person.
plasma, pistols, grenades. We've got it all at the Silver Rush.
Silver Rush, yes. Partner.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to search you before letting you in. The only weapons allowed on the premises are the ones we're selling.
Okay, search away.
It should only take a moment. There. I've stored all of your weapons. You're clear to enter. When you leave, I'll hand them all back to you.
The bosses are having a meeting. You'll have to wait until it's over.
Mr. Soren, please get to the point. The second half of your payment is late, and I want to know why.
Miss Van Graff, my associates and I have decided that we wish to renegotiate the terms of our deal.
Might I ask for what reason?
Fine by me.
The shipment was delivered. The guns were tested before leaving this facility.
Regardless, we feel that the quality of the weapons is below expectation and hope to adjust the price accordingly.
Ah, I think I understand what the issue here is. Excuse me for a moment, would you? Do it. Never break faith with the Van Graffs, Mr. Soren. I expect you'll have the rest of our payment ready tomorrow morning. Okay, everyone. Show's over. Back to work.
Hello, ma'am. Quite the busy work you got here, by the sounds of things. I have to get closer. There we go.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, where only top-of-the-line energy weapons can be found. What can I do for you?
I'd like to see what you have for sale.
Of course.
Okay, nothing I'm particularly looking for, but good to know. Ooh, I see. Some interesting widgets to add onto stuff. Okay. Alright. That's it? Okay. Thank you for your time, madam.
Morning.
Hello.
Welcome to the Silver Rush, New Vegas' best source of laser and plasma weapons.
Is there a place where I could sell extra weapons? Not by the look of it, I assume. Not sure why you need to remove my binoculars, but okay.
Hungry? Thirsty? Horny? The Atomic Wrangler has you covered.
Actually, I wonder if I could trade with
Wanna
the food
get
vendor
lucky?
there.
Head on down to the Atomic Wrangler.
Sounds like they have food vendor here, so maybe I can talk to the food vendor into selling some of my weapons.
Hello there.
Oh, hey.
Welcome to the Atomic Wrangler. What can I get you?
Let's see what you have on tap.
Caps up front. We don't do tabs here.
Neither do I, madam. Oh wow, that sawed off is worth quite a bit of cash. I didn't realize. 556. Oh, I got tabbed out. Just a moment. Right, 550. Tabbed out again. Actually, I'm gonna make sure while I'm tabbed out that the stream's actually okay. Yep. I don't know why my phone's having such an issue. Maybe I need to power it down and restart some stuff internally on it. 556. I'd say that's fair enough. Actually, let's give you about 20 back. There we go. I get some drinks, you get a gun and a whole bunch of extra ammo. And I'm making some headway. .7mm. I've never seen this gun or this weapon before, as far as I'm aware. But I need to find somewhere else to sell it because that's apparently a pretty hefty price tag for a weapon. Alright, that's gonna be it for now.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
Yep.
There we go. So found someone I can sell stuff to.
Come to the Silver Rush for all your energy weapon needs.
Hungry? Thirsty?
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's. We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
$1,600. I need over 2,000 in order to get through into New Vegas. All the way. Hello, troublemaker. I'd be watching yourself if I were you.
You're mine. Watch out! Another NCR grunt.
Whoop. And down I go. What else can we do for some cash? Guess we could check for any more enemy bodies that we might have left behind. Oh, I forgot to sell some of the Psycho and stuff. Might be able to actually go back to the weapons shop for that. While we're out here. I'll check for more materials we can pick up. I think that's good for now. Got some armor and some other things I forgot that I had that I can try selling. Try and make that money that I need. Alright, back in we go. That man seems particularly lost. Better not be getting any funny ideas in his head. Which? Extra piece of armor. There we go. Okay.
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell, people. Only at Mick and Ralph's.
Gotta wonder how you managed that.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the table's more friendly, and the women...
I'm afraid I'm going to have to search you before letting you in.
Search away.
It should only take a moment. There.
Morning.
Morning.
Welcome to the Silver Rush.
Let's see what
Of
you have for
course.
sale. Oh my. That combat armor is gonna be more than you can give me. Oh, let's see here. I think that should be a majority of what I can make out of you. Yep. Do you have anything in particular I might be interested in? Nope, mostly just weapons. Okay. Thank you, though.
Hello.
All my weapons back. You gotta find somewhere else to trade. I think that other one that advertises that they have stuff they aren't even supposed to sell might be the best place. School
Make a brief
impersonation.
stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper,
If it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Where's
If
this?
it can be bought, it can be found at Mick and Ralph's.
Where's this Mick and Ralph's? I've yet to see it. Apparently. Most things here have a big fancy sign so you can tell what they are. I still haven't seen it. Yeah, nothing back here. Except for a guy in a leather jacket, which is in of itself a little bit odd and interesting, but nothing to keep me sitting here.
Yep.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So you won't regret.
It's only got meats. Let me see here. That armor, again, is too much for him to handle. Alright, that'll get me somewhere. I just need that last little 50 or so. Thank you. There we go, we finally have our cash. I believe I've shed a few pounds. Which actually means I need to talk to you.
Fine by me.
Alright.
Hey. Come to Mick and Ralph's for all your shopping needs.
I have no idea where it is.
Make a brief stop at the Atomic Wrangler, where the booze is cheaper, the tables more
I
friendly.
will actually make a stop at the Wrangler, but it's to sell junk weapons.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Welcome back. What can I get you?
I'd like to see what you have on tap
Caps
again. I have some more things to get rid of, thank you. Afraid I might not be getting anything to drink this time, but I do have things to be rid of. And you're the nicest, friendliest face in town. Actually, looks like the machete's more than enough for you. 30 caps on the dot. Sounds acceptable to me.
Another satisfied customer. Yep.
Have a nice day. Alright. Got some extra caps to rely on if we need to, and we have the amount of allotted money that we need to get in. So in we finally go. This was a lot of run around.
That had to hurt.
92 pounds. Take the armor off his back and make some more cash off it. Not much, but some. Speaking of which, I need to re-equip because I think, yeah, when I visited that weapons store, they took my weapons off me. Including my equipped ones, I assume. Excuse me, Mr. Gate Robot. Yes, you, sir.
Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
Submit to the credit check.
Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Woohoo! Speaking of which, yep. Remove the armor off that sucker. Don't know why they decided to try running in. Oh dear.
Howdy, partner. You
Well,
come for
well,
a piece,
well.
haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
What are you doing here?
Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner.
Why is the robot passing his invitation?
Well now, it was Mr. House that made Securitrons like me. Seems the least I could do is pass on his message. Don't dawdle. He'll be waiting.
That's it. Keep moving.
And notice that he suddenly turned into a cop. He really wants me at the Lucky 38, huh?
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you again. Boss is waiting for you upstairs, so get a move on.
Thank you, Victor.
I see you brought some friends. Sorry, partner, but they're gonna have to stay outside.
No problem, I'll head up there myself.
Come back soon now.
Just in case.
Where to, partner?
Penthouse? And away we go.
Penthouse floor.
Hello?
Well, hello, sugar. Mr. House is waiting for you in his office.
Who are you?
I'm Jane, one of Mr. House's girls. We keep him entertained. We don't get many guests lately. Perhaps we can entertain you as well.
What can you tell me about New Vegas?
Oh, there's lots of things to tell, I'm sure. There's the 3 families, the casinos, the other attractions. What would you like to know?
3 families.
They're just new money, sugar. They might pretend they're sophisticated, but between you and me, they're not far off from tribals. Emeritus especially are just awful brutes. The chairman and the White Glove Society at least pretend to have some culture.
Tell me about the casinos.
Well, of course, there used to be a lot more of them. But these days, there are 3 open to the public. The Tops, the Ultra Lukes, and Gamora. And the Lucky 38, of course. But we're not open to the public. You're a special case, sugar.
The other attractions.
Well, let's see. The NCR has an embassy here, but why you'd want to go talk to a bunch of boring old politicians, I surely don't know. Oh, and the Vault 21 Hotel and Gift Shop has an adorable collection of old Vault-Tec memorabilia. And I suppose if you like neon signs, you might check out Michelangelo's sign shop.
Fair enough. Something else.
Anything you like, sugar?
What can you tell me about Mr. House?
Why, sugar, he's the maximum utmost. If it weren't for Mr. House, we wouldn't have this fabulous wonderland of New Vegas, would we?
Sounds like you're pretty fond of him.
Well, of course I am, silly. Mr. House is just the smartest, most wonderful man there ever was. Why, did you know he single-handedly reclaimed New Vegas from all those nasty tribes that used to live here? Well, he single-handedly sent in his Securitrons to do it, but that counts in my book.
Didn't realize robots could have such strong feelings about people.
Sugar, I may be a robot on the outside, but on the inside, my neuro-computational matrix is an exact copy of Mr. House's favorite girl.
You're a copy of a dead woman? What exactly did you What exactly do you do for Mr. House?
Mr. House has a lot of needs, Sugar. I take care of all of them, and a lady doesn't kiss and tell.
Alright. I don't really want to think about that.
Then maybe you shouldn't pry into a lady's particulars, hmm?
Something else.
Anything you like, Sugar.
What is this place?
This is the Lucky 38 Resort and Casino, or it used to be. Mr. House has kept the place locked up tight for ages now. Nobody comes in or out.
What kind of robots are you?
Why, I'm a Robco PDQ 88B Mark I Securitron, you silly goose. We're the finest in personal civil robotic security on the market.
Or at least when there was a market, I assume. Okay. What's with the snow globe collection?
Not many people know this, but Mr. House is one of the world's biggest collectors of antique snow globes. If you happen to find any out in the wasteland, you can bring them to me, and I'll add them to his collection. You'll get a reward, of course. In fact, one of Mr. House's favorites went missing when we moved the collection. If you have a look around the Lucky 38, you might even find it.
Interesting. I might just do that. Goodbye. Fun. Oh, pardon me a moment. Not a bad kitchen. Oh. Couple of computers, a couple of, what are you guys called again? I can't remember, but you're just kind of idle at the moment. It's pre-war money that matters much to him, I suppose. So then.
This meeting has been a long time coming, hasn't it? You've come a long ways, literally, and I suspect figuratively as well. I have to ask, now that you've reached your destination, what do you make of what you see?
Not seen anything like this place, to be honest.
Of course you haven't. Vegas always was one of a kind. What you see down on the Strip is just a fraction of the city's former glory, and yet, more than an echo, I preserved its spirit. Or perhaps you were referring to the Lucky 38? The years haven't been kind to her, but still she manages to impress.
Why the VIP treatment? I'm just a courier.
Oh, don't be coy. You've been playing a high-stakes game ever since Victor dug you out of the ground. Don't be afraid to admit it.
Let's get down to business then.
The business is this. One of my employees has stolen an item of extraordinary value from me, and I want it recovered. Simple enough.
What do you propose?
My only concern is the recovery of the platinum chip. What happens to Benny, I leave to your discretion. When you bring the chip to me, I will pay you 4 times the delivery bonus stipulated in your contract. How's that?
$1,000 caps? I accept your terms.
Well enough. Return to me when you have the platinum chip in your possession. Any final matters for us to discuss?
I have some other questions to ask.
What did you wish to know?
How do I get to Benny?
It won't be easy. Benny is always surrounded by at least 4 bodyguards, except when he's in his private suite on the 13th floor of the Tops.
Chairmen are your employees, don't they take orders?
It's more complicated than that. The chairmen share what you might call a tribal affinity. Look for a man named Swank, Benny's second-in-command. He's always been a reliable, if unimaginative, employee. Do your best to convince him that you're working under my auspices. If you have evidence of Benny's crimes, show it to him.
Any ideas how I could catch him off guard?
Sneaking into Benny's suite on the 13th floor would be very difficult, but not impossible. There might be guards. Certainly there'd be a sturdy lock on his front door.
And what if taking the diplomatic... Let's talk about something else, yeah.
What else did you want to know?
I'm not going to take the diplomatic approach. Let's just face facts on that one. Benny's going to have a whole lot of pain. Tell me about Benny.
Benny has led the chairman ever since I recruited his tribe 7 years ago. Until his recent misbehavior, I'd planned to make him my protege. Maybe if I'd begun grooming him sooner, none of this would have happened.
What use would you have for a protege?
To achieve my aims, I require a capable human agent to perform certain tasks. I knew Benny was ambitious, even ruthless, but I believed he would do the job so long as he was incentivized appropriately. Obviously, I miscalculated his drive for supremacy, but in any case, you've come along, a more than suitable replacement.
Why did he betray you?
I have to think that he found out about the platinum chip and mistakenly convinced himself that he could use it to his own ends. One of the problems of a tribal workforce, I'm afraid. No intuitive understanding of how complex technologies can be.
Why didn't you intervene sooner when he ambushed me?
Why didn't Victor intervene sooner, you mean? Good Springs is a bit too far away for me to reliably control a Securitron agent by remote. I can send and receive packets of data at best. Victor's combat algorithms determined the proper course of action. Benny and his thugs were more than a match for a lone Securitron. When he alerted me, I instructed him to approach the site after Benny and the others had departed. What else did you want to know?
What is the platinum chip?
It's a very special item. There's nothing else like it in the entire world. It was lost a long time and difficult to find. That's all you need to know about it for this stage of our enterprise. Fulfill your contract, deliver the chip, and good things will come your way.
If it's so valuable, why a single courier?
You realize you were just one of many couriers. The rest of them dummies, so to speak. Add to that many thousands of caps worth of mercenary protection to screen your avenue of approach. Had I used an armed caravan to transport the chip, I might as well have been announcing to the world, "This is important. Attack this." I didn't want to attract the attention of groups like the Great Khans or the Brotherhood of Steel. Alas, the real threat was closer to home.
Why don't you send the robots to the Tops and arrest Benny?
Frontal assaults on casinos? Not good for business. In any case, Benny would see it coming, and all he'd have to do is hold the chip up and point a pistol at it. Our foremost advantage is that Benny doesn't know that I know he has the chip. Let's not squander it.
All right.
What else did you...
Who exactly are you, Mr. House?
I am Robert Edwin House, President, CEO, and sole proprietor of the new Vegas Strip. I oversaw the city's renovations starting from 2274 onward. The 3 families are my employees. Before the Great War of 2077, I was the founder, president, and CEO of Robco Industries, a vast computer and robotics corporation.
You created Robco. You appear to be a computer, not a human.
Don't let the video screens and computer terminals fool you. I'm flesh and blood, not silicon.
How'd you stay alive all this time?
Let's just say it was very costly. But I was willing to make the sacrifices longevity entailed, financial and otherwise.
How'd you establish New Vegas?
We can discuss this in greater detail at another time. Suffice it to say that when my Securitrons detected NCR scouts at Hoover Dam, I took action. I recruited a tribal force to supplement my Securitrons and renovated the Strip just in time to welcome the NCR as it marched into the region. Instead of war, a treaty was negotiated, and the money started to pour in.
I see.
What else did you want to know?
Tell me of the factions vying for New Vegas.
It's understandable that you'd be curious about this topic, but we'll hold off until the platinum chip has been recovered. What else did you want to know?
Alright, that's it for now.
Well enough. Be on your way.
Alright, off for the chip. But with that being said, I think we're actually up for our hour today, and that was a nice long talk. Oh, should probably talk to Victor, I guess.
Congratulations, partner. The boss has instructed me to comp you to the High Roller Suite. You can bring your friends too. Be like a little clubhouse for the gang you put together. Just bear in mind, you're the only one gets to see the boss. Any friends you got, they can wait in the suite. Enjoy the digs, partner. They're plenty fancy.
Sweet, let's have a look.
High Roller Suite.
Fancy shindigs indeed. A nice bathroom. A master bedroom by the look of it. Technically also an office. Pool room. Game room, in fact. Yeah, chips and everything on the table. Yeah. Kitchen. Nice. Nice. Alright. Some decent accommodations. Thank you, Victor.
Where to, partner?
Alright, Victor. Let's go to the casino. I want to step outside. We're
Casino
technically done in here. Have I seen you before? You're funny, Victor.
Hey, you there. I have a message for you. It's from Ambassador Crocker. Very important. Here you go.
Thank you. Interesting. Hi, guys.
Wow. That's crazy.
I've got your back.
That one must be important around here.
Check that out. He just left a lucky 38.
Damn, and he looks good to me too.
Hiya. And with that being said, I think we're going to call it here for today, folks. Thank you all again very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you are liking the shows. Also, if you are watching on Twitch, don't forget to follow so you can keep up with the streams when we have them. I have them almost every day these days lately. If you also are interested in helping out any of the channels even more directly, you can always check the links down below, either on the videos or on the main streaming channel, and check out the Patreon and everything else we have to offer. Otherwise, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all again for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Have a good evening, folks.